Hello there YouTube, my name is Katy and you're watching my channel Superconsole, where I'm pretty excited today because I've got a parcel from Japan and it is my new Japanese 3DS modded with built-in capture card. Yes! So it means I can finally play all the Japanese games and let's play them that I've been waiting to for all of you lot. So yeah, I'm going to open it. So this was from a website called Katsukity, and there's a couple of like modding websites about, it depends on what kind of you want. So there's actually a European one, I think it's called Murky, I'll leave the names up in the description somewhere. So there's a European one called Murky, but unfortunately they don't do Japanese like console mods, so which is a bit frustrating. They only do European ones, so it's fine for if you want to let's play European 3DS games, but not so much if, like me, you want to play Japanese ones. There's also an American website, but I don't think they could help me for some reason. I can't remember why. Loopy, that one is. And so Katsukity is like the one which I used to get what I wanted. So I actually bought my new 3DS through them. I ordered a white one. I've opened this just because I was a bit excited, but I haven't looked at it yet, I promise. And yes, I ordered a white one because I already have a black 3DS, new 3DS here, which is currently downloading Attorney. So let's open this. So in the package you receive, so you get this little cable. I believe it's just standard micro USB, nothing too exciting. But it comes with it. This connects to your 3DS to your laptop like this. It's just standard. And then the 3DS itself. So yeah, as I say, this is a white Nintendo new 3DS. You can see it here. It's the one that has the changeable cover plates on, the nice beautiful coloured buttons, along with the small little C-stick. You can buy pre-owned consoles or you can buy brand new ones. In any case, mine was 34,800 yen, which I think at the moment is about £250, which is pretty good. I got mine sent to my best friend who lives in Japan so that she could then forward it on to me a bit cheaper than if they posted it. I did still end up with a rather serious customs fee though, even though it was sent as a gift. So be careful of that, because anything over the value of, I think it's £150, you still get customs fines on, which is a bit frustrating. So it comes with some instructions. These are all in Japanese, so oh, nice. And English ones. Much more helpful. I mean, I would have sat there and translated it, but my Japanese isn't that fantastic. I think some of the technical language could have got me there. Cool. So yeah, it just tells you how to install all the drivers and stuff, and gives you links to all the zip files you need to download. The main article itself. Here it is. This is without the front cover plate on, as you can see. I'll stick that on later. I think it's in here somewhere. Here it is. There you go. So there's like a white cover plate there. I'm probably going to buy a new fancy one for it because it's the whole point, right? So, I mean, there's no really obvious like holes drilled into it. It's pretty clean. I'm going to try and slowly do this for you here. So the only hole that you can see, or the only difference to a normal 3DS, is this small micro USB port right there. There you go. So normally you have your charging slot, you have the infrared slot, and then this one here is the newbie. This is the micro USB slot, which you can connect to your computer to film both screens. It's pretty damn handy, and as you can see, like, otherwise it's perfectly new, perfectly beautiful. Oh, I'm excited. In terms of a review, I would say I know a lot of people think that Katsukity isn't as quick as responding as maybe Loopy or Murky, but to be honest, I didn't find a problem with that. I emailed in Japanese, or in my kind of broken Japanese, and they replied in a couple of days. It was pretty quick. There isn't like a confirmation like, you know, you don't know when it's going to be sent to you. There isn't that much communication in that part, but I don't think there is with Loopy or Murky either. Even if you send your own 3DS in, I don't even think they email you to let you know that they've actually received it. So, which is why I was a bit hesitant about sending my current 2DS in. I was thinking about sending my Japanese 2DS that I own to them to mod, but I was a little bit worried about the fact there wasn't very much communication on that end. So, and then I'd be without a 3DS for a while. So instead I decided to buy a new one, and then I'd have a separate things for, you know, for separate DSs, which is fine by me. But yeah, I mean, after that it was pretty quick. It took about a month, I guess, to get done and sent back to me. Unfortunately, it was my fault really that it got held up in customs for a while, because I went away and didn't pay my fine because I didn't get my letter. But I have it now, and that's the most important thing. There you are. So I'm going to show you a couple of clips so you can see it running, you can see the kind of quality of it now, and see what you think basically. Right, so here is kind of an example setup that I've quickly thrown together. So here we have my beautiful modded 3DS from Katsukity. As I showed you earlier, the only difference between a standard 3DS in terms, externally, is this micro USB port here, which I've just connected into my computer, and then also that comes with the console, but separate to that you need a audio jack cable as well to plug into your PC to record the sound. So I just want to show you quickly what happens when you plug in your charger when you're recording, because it makes a pretty interesting sound, and it does mean you need to be sure you're fully charged before you start recording anything. So let me show you. Yeah, I'll take that off because it's obviously not very nice. I think in terms of visually, I think it looks really great. I mean, I'll start the game for you just so you can have a see. I'm showing this is Yokai Sangokshi. It's a game which I talked about on Import Watch a while back. So let me just kind of give you an idea of what it looks like in the sound quality too. To me, from where I'm sitting, it looks exactly the same on screen that it does on my 3DS, possibly a little bit sharper on my 3DS, but not noticeably, considerably more. So let me skip so you can see both screens here and get an idea of the sound. So exactly the same. There's no lag either. I'm pressing skip exactly the same time as it is skipping. There's no audio lag, anything that I can detect personally. So yeah, that's kind of a quick idea of basically the sound and visual quality. I personally think the sound, you can hear this faint fizzing or like buzzing sound, which if you get an audio cable which kind of dilutes that, to me it's not too bad if you've got the game sound up, and it's not on a too subtle kind of background sound, then I don't think it's that noticeable. See what you think. But yeah, so I think from my side I'm pretty happy with that. I love the console itself, love the visuals, there's no lag, it sounds great. I'm happy with my purchase, thank God. It was quite a lot of money. So if you've got any more questions for me, feel free to leave them in the comments down there, and I'll do my best to answer them. In the meanwhile, I'm going to start recording some Let's Plays, because that's what I've been waiting to do, and I'm just so excited now to play Yokai Watch 3. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye!